as President-elect Trump takes his position in the cabinet and the administration in about 50-something days, there's a lot of speculation and a lot of talk about what he plans on doing. Therefore, we here at the bottom line decided to come and cover a lot of topics that are really pressing and that are really serious to people in the country. Therefore, without any further ado, it's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. But the fact that you came here to chill with me today, I appreciate you. Straight on topic today, how you guys doing? If you get a chance, check out the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's www.drinkbigdrip.com. Raspberry, grape, lemon, 14% alcohol, all grain neutral spirits, y'all. This is the new Scissor 2.0. Y'all need to check that out. Let me know what you think. Also, we got fantastic merch available at the website as well, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Without any further ado, you guys see what's on the board today. What's on the board today? Trans. What a Trump win means. What does it mean to the trans community now that President-elect Donald Trump is coming into office? Well, there's a lot of speculation and there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of people that actually have a lot of concerns right now. Let's cover those topics. One thing I do want to say is that we here at the bottom line, we have no opinion on your racial preference, profiles, or anything like that. Again, as we all know, what we do here is we gather information for all of us to listen to and learn from, and then as smart American citizens, we make our own decisions on what we decide to do. My name is BOOGOTTINYC. The website is www.drinkbigdrip.com. I hope the comments are working today. Looks like everything is going as said. I figured out what the problem was, and day one revocations is what Donald Trump is talking about. And we got stuff. All right, so let's go here. Day one revocations. Sports. Gender identification. Feedback on what the trans community has to say about it. The strong reactions to what they have to say about it. Trans in sports, and Trump's decisions on what he decides to do for trans in the military. Let's get it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Like I always tell you, it could have went anywhere. Let's go. So what we're going to go into right now is Trump's plan on revocation, gender affirming care. He's going to stop on day one, gender affirming care. What do you guys think about gender affirming care? It's something that Joe Biden, as well as Trump, because it was under his administration at one point, where they're helping people as far as like providing benefits for medication as well as transitional medications and things of that nature. I don't know about operations, but we can get into it. And if you guys have any comments on the topic, let's go. Let me know what you think. Happy Sunday morning. Hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Today might be the last day to work with those leftovers. So I don't know what you guys are planning on doing, but if I were you, I would make today Operation Bust Down and get rid of the rest of those leftovers, because you don't want to keep too much of those leftovers for too long. So go ahead and eat those leftovers, y'all. Get that done, get that done. Trying to find our first clip here. Hope you guys can bear with me because we got a doozy today, and hopefully you guys chime in, let me know what you're thinking about, and we'll have a strong one today. So which one? Let's go with, there we go. Let's go with this. What a Trump win means for LGBTQ rights, since that's what our topic is about. Let's go.
Have debates. and we've agreed with
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected,
Sounds a
you're
little
free
louder.
to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Я не хочу сейчас комментировать то, что было сказано в ходе избирательной борьбы.
Okay, this is not good. Let's go back. Let's get it. Try not to have you guys here waiting too long for this, but it's very important information that I want you to be updated on, because it's basically what's going to be going on for the next couple of months. They want to play their commercials and get their money. I'm not going to knock them. Do what you got to do. But can we get to the clip? We appreciate you sharing. Give people time to get in here anyway, so let's go.
Thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends in this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country to help our country heal. For a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody elected your 40 future. Every single day I will be fighting.
No, we can't do that. Let's go here because, yeah, we're not getting that. It went out. When it did that, it took everything out. So it basically took that other video out when it reloaded like that. So I think I got one more that has to do with it, but I'm not trying to do this one yet. I don't want to do that one yet. All right, so give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can find this right here. Here we go. I got it.
Wrong body. They will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth.
So this is the part that I was talking about with the gender affirming care. So now, I don't know if that's going to affect gender affirming care, because if you're not going to be supporting it at the government level, why would they support it at the health and the medical level? Something to think about.
The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today.
Okay, my question also is, what's going to happen if, like, let's say Democrats come back into play and they take over? Will they be able to roll this back or change this? What do you guys think? I think he's trying to pass a bill by law so that Congress passes it, thereby making it a law, whereas it can't be changed. So please let me know what you guys think about this. Let me see. Okay, hit the like button. Okay, cool. NTGV says yep. NTV says yep. How you doing, NGTV? Nice to have you guys here. Also, okay, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about, trans in women's sports? What do you think about, gender affirming? He also said that he's going to expel trans in the military. As soon as he goes in, he's going to make sure that whoever's trans, he's taking them out of the military.
It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much. Gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this?
Okay, so yeah, I'm so glad that I found the video back. God working with us today. I appreciate and love you, God. Thank you so much for doing that and holding me down like you always do. All I had to do was ask for your help. In Jesus' name. Yeah, so what do you guys think about that? It's going down right now. And I don't think it's going to stop in one area, because he's actually talking about doing it in sports. He's talking about doing it in the military. He's basically talking about, So, all right, I want you guys to see about this right here. What do you guys think about where we at right now? Let's hit up Caitlin. Can you guys believe, I don't know if you actually understand how serious this topic is. And, we've got transgender, we have LGBTQ, we have, bathroom issues, we have sports issues that they're talking about. It covers such a gambit, even down to the books that they're putting inside of schools to educate the children with, which is kind of looking as if it's like coercion. So I don't understand that part as well. I don't know if you guys, accept that, but Democrats are strongly, they were kind of being blindsided, as well as giving a lot of pushback to what a lot of the Republican Congress people were saying when it came down to, a lot of times when they sat down and talked about the books that were being, given to children in schools. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hoping you have a fantastic day. Okay, let's see. Ben, why people care so much about trans? Just ignore them, they go away. Are you high? No, I'm not. There's no such thing as trans. I don't care about the trans issues. I care about what Trump is making a point for. I'll call it about as economic. The megasphere want nothing to do with you and know why you think about it, boy. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, thank you. What's your name? Carmen Schuler. Okay, thank you, Carmen, for your. No, I actually am partially blind in one of my eyes. That's why I look like that, and like the lights throw me off. So instead of trying to call me high, you need to ask me a question. So yeah, I'm partially blind in this eye where I have astigmatism, and this eye works for both of them. So it's pretty hard for me, which is why I'm always up on paper like this. But I still can deliver my message, and it's still okay. So now, let's go to Caitlyn Jenner and see what she thinks about men being able to compete inside of women's sports. And let me see, Sherwood. Okay, let's go. Stop beating me up, y'all. I'm trying to look y'all up. And I don't care about you talking crap about me, because it doesn't affect me. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
An opinion champion women's sports and in trans athletes unfair competition. Caitlin is with me now. Caitlin, first of all, if you could just put into place what we're facing right now for young girls and women. I mean, physically what we're facing.
Well, we're facing, number one, a safety issue. We saw recently in a volleyball game, we had a trans woman, biological man on one side. The net is, on average, men jump about 6 inches higher. The net is 7 inches lower. They hit the ball 20% harder than the women do. And I mean, the trans woman spiked it so hard, the woman wound up having a major concussion. That's a safety issue. Also, the second is fairness. It's just not fair. I come from the athletic world, obviously, from my old days. Also, I suffered my whole life with gender dysphoria. 10 years ago, I decided to live my life authentically, and today I just wake up in the morning and be myself. It would be unfair for me to go and play in women's sports.
Caitlyn Jenner basically saying he thinks that he's too strong, too big, and he's been an athletic male in sports for a number of years. I'm almost okay with that because, but I don't know what the feminists would probably say about this because, women can do anything that a man can do. So yeah, I do have a strong reaction, and a lot of people have strong reactions to the topic today, but I don't want to pass judgment on anybody because just like they were saying, everybody has their free rights to be who they want to be. I'm not here trying to judge or pass any judgment on anybody. I'm just talking on the topic and bringing up what's happening because this is what people are talking about right now. We've also got the 16-year-old who speaks out about getting in trouble for wearing a t-shirt with support girls sports. Because basically they were in a track meet and she got blown out by a trans athlete and they weren't able to, it's actually doing damage that they're saying it's doing damage to, like, let's say national records and where female sports actually line up. Let's say when you look at like averages and percentages, when you throw a trans person into the mix, it really throws off the numbers because of such a diverse amount of numbers that males can actually get over women because they're much more stronger, and that's just a true fact. Let me get beat up a little bit more in the comments because y'all tearing me up today on this topic. His name is Bruce. Stop calling him. Stop calling him a her. Oh, did he say Caitlyn Jenner was going to be in charge of getting women out of men's sports? No, he didn't say that. That's just a topic of today because this is a point that Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, who you guys want me to call, was just stating his or her piece on what they felt about the topic. I mean, honestly, it sounds like trans people are making women's sports more entertaining. Dash Dodger, you're hilarious. If you want to look at some of those videos and see the blowouts, you probably not think the same thing, Dash Dodger. I don't know why anyone gives Jenner a speaking platform. Just ignore them. Real-time news network. Is Jenner in charge of getting men out of women's sports? I don't know. Real-time. Wakes up in the morning and becomes a weirdo. Only a coward chooses not to talk about what is right or wrong. Dash Dodger, I say we do away with women and men's sports and just make it a sport. Seems like the best thing is for the sports. All right, Dash Dodger. Let's just get let's just get a trans sports league and let them have their fun with each other or something and make a show of it. It's not a bad idea, Ben. But will they say that they're discriminating? How about that? With the woke movement, then they might still say that now they're being discriminative. That's what I said. Dash Dodger. Okay, there's not enough to make an entire league. Yeah. How you know that? Maybe there more come out if you make a league. Look at this right here. There's a 16-year-old girl who was really peed off about the fact that, let me see if I can get this. Hold on. Where we at right now? Yeah, we at the 16-year-old girl right now. I want you guys to check this out. This is a 16-year-old who's speaking such truth into power, and it just makes me so happy that some of our youth really have their minds together and they really know where they want to be. And these are the people that I look forward to taking over, moving forward. Taking this world over, yeah.
My name is Sophia Laurie, and I'm a former collegiate athlete. Hearing the stories of what the girls at MLK High School have been put through is beyond disturbing. Taylor and Caitlin simply wore shirts that read "Save Girls Sports. It's common sense. XX does not equal XY." A stand that two young girls should have not had to even take. Yet when the adults fail them, when their athletic director refuses to stand up for them, and when the school board neglects their duty to protect them, what other choice do they have? They exercise their First Amendment right. Then the athletic director, Amanda Chan, censored their freedom of speech. I have a little experience with my freedom of speech being violated. Just this year, I won a freedom of speech lawsuit because a government official thought he had the ability to violate my First Amendment right for saying men don't belong in women's sports. So board, be prepared for this lawsuit, because the girls will prevail. Taylor asked, why can't the boy on the girls' team wear his trans pride bracelet, but she can't wear her Save Girls sports shirt? Chan informed her that wearing the Save Girls sports shirt with a boy on their team was equivalent to wearing a swastikas in front of a Jewish student. This is appalling.
I'm a student at Martin Luther King High School and I run on the cross country team. So I'm constantly affected by these actions that have taken place this season. And I have been around the females and just my team in general who have felt almost silenced to speak out about it because the whole LGBTQ is shoved down our throats, it is put in our face, and we live in a society where it is almost impossible to speak out on.
So, what do you guys think about that? These are actual true athletes, juniors, high school students in sports that are saying their piece about it. What do you guys think about that? I mean, you can't get it any better than from the horse's mouth. Check this out.
Videos of a transgender athlete competing in Sherwood at a track meet over the weekend has students, parents, and now even legislators frustrated. Good evening, everyone. I'm David Clue.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson. Central Oregon Daily's Peyton Thomas spoke with an athlete from that meet today and joins us now. And Peyton, by the letter of the law, this athlete was allowed to compete in the girls' division.
Yeah, that's right, Molly. By OSAA rules, if a student notifies their school of their gender identity, they can compete as they wish.
If a student notifies the school of their gender, they can compete as they wish.
But after the Need for Speed meet in Sherwood, some athletes and parents are demanding change to that rule.
I look over at the 200 that's being ran and I see this guy just flying around the corner, and then about 3 or 4 seconds behind him I see 4 or 5 girls.
A transgender athlete competing last Saturday at the Need for Speed high school track meet in Sherwood is leaving some competitors and parents frustrated.
Instead of getting a third place, they were bounced down to 4th place. This affected probably 4 or 5 athletes, from.
So, like I said, the girls are getting blown out, like 10-1. Like, he came around the corner flying, and they like, just trying to keep up. Our calves, our body, our lungs, our body, I mean, not to repeat myself, but we're designed much different from women. That's why you don't see females in the NFL.
Central Oregon in those, not to mention all the other athletes.
OSAA rules state once a transgender student has notified the student's school of their gender identity, the student shall be consistently treated as that gender for purposes of eligibility for athletics and activities.
By making people...
Okay, just, this is where things are headed, and I really, because it's a major topic, only because it's a major topic, would I like to know what you guys say about this, what you're thinking about it. So let's go hit these messages up. They're 100% right, says Sid Morse. I want to see the most roided out man participate in women's sports like that one episode of South Park. Ben, you are a mess. You're hilarious. I love you, bro. I love you. Ben, no women's league. Just combine them with the men, and if they don't qualify, too bad, so sad. Are you saying that because the feminists say that women can do anything that men can do? The feminists? Ben, you hilarious. I blame the parents. Take your girls out, and once they start losing money, they will change this bullshit. Who that? Curtis Thomas. Jimmy Taylor. This should have never been a discussion. It needs to end. Jimmy, you really think so? Why do you think it needs to end, Jimmy? Please tell us. I want to know your perspective. I like to know different perspectives. There is 3 cases in the country. Ben, let them try to do what men can do. Ben says, let them try to do what men can do.
Here now is that video we produced.
It's incredibly evil, and I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison.
This is mutilation.
Gender-affirming care for children is a politicized hot-button issue in the United States.
What I'm alarmed at is that you're not willing to say absolutely minors shouldn't be making decisions to amputate their breast or to amputate their genitalia.
Senator, transgender medicine is a very complex and nuanced field.
Let it go into the record that the witness refused to answer the question.
Currently, you have to talk to a doctor to even get those kind of hormone blockers.
Yep, so it's a hot, serious, real big topic, everybody. It's really big.
Order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. If any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique.
So, again, as you can see, Trump is changing a lot. There's a lot of talk out here. There's a lot to be said. And with the stroke of a pen, he can do a lot of this stuff. Remember, they have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And they just closed it up like last week. So there's not too much that we can do about it. But I would have to say that on one aspect that laws can't just be passed overnight. They still have to go through certain other checks and balances. And just because you want to do something don't mean that you're going to be able to do it. Think about how much stuff you want to do. You want to do this for the LGBTQ. You want to do the economy. There's a lot of work that you're trying to get done. And if it's in a positive aspect that's going to benefit the country, I'm sure people are going to appreciate it. But there's also going to be people that are not going to appreciate it or think that it's being pointed in the right direction. Like your energy should be put somewhere else versus worrying about something like this, which is what Ben is talking about and what a lot of other people are talking about. Let these people do what they want to do and basically, you know, let it be South Park out here. Boop, 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 boop. Did you guys ever see that real boxing match where there were two women that went up against this one guy and he just tore them down? I mean, he really put it on them. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video, but it was pretty crazy. Wait a minute, we got some people from China in here? I gotta shout you out. I wish I could say your name. Have a trans lady turn into a man and work a man's job and see if they can do it. That's what BLT2 said. Golf Dude said Donald Trump hasn't changed one effing thing. Aaron, it's child abuse, should be banned. Boycott, boycott, boycott. ARR says, honestly didn't know that minors being turned sexual was a problem in America. Don't blame him. Golf Dude says, absolutely joke. I send my son to school and he comes home a girl. What the damn right. That's what Michael Jones said. That's child abuse. Should be banned, says Aaron. All right, we still got more, y'all. Still want to keep it going on this topic because it's a hot one. And we got like a couple more videos, but we got to keep on checking in between so we don't get like copyright. So we going to make sure we do it the right way to get this information out. But this is the last thing that I want to show you guys because it's important. And I want you to know what young people have to say about it, because it shouldn't just be a message coming from the adults. What are the young people saying about it? We saw what Jessica said about it. Let's see what a few more young people have to say about it.
Women's rights are human rights. Yes. We should not be at risk for our lives. My friends who are trans, who are gay, should not have to risk for their lives every single day.
We are the ones affected by this, and we're only a year out from voting in the most important election. Us women, we are the ones getting affected. Our rights, our college next year, we are the ones who will be mainly affected by this.
This is amazing. I love this. I have 2 young daughters. I have a beautiful wife, and I know that Kamala Harris will fight for their rights. She is a young perspective. She's a person of color, and she is a good representation of our country.
Donald Trump is not good for this country. He wants to take away gender-affirming healthcare for minors, which directly impacts me. He is reducing gun safety laws, and he's creating making a very difficult environment for anyone who's a rich, cis, het.
I'm sorry, but I can't hear you because of the crowd that's in the back. But as we can see, like I said, a very hot topic because it's something that he's talking about, and it's going to affect all the way down to the military. The order will remove all trans members from the U.S. military.
Now, according to a report by the Times, the contentious order could come on his first day as president in January. The directive is expected to affect thousands of active military personnel who are transgender and would be deemed unfit to serve. Now, the order would also prohibit transgender people from joining the military, which comes at a particularly fraught time, as most branches of the armed forces are failing to recruit more personnel.
Not only are they failing to recruit more personnel, but what I heard about is not only that, but the U.S. males and females, we're so overweight that the Army has lowered their standards for being able to get into basic training, because a lot of people are not even able to pass basic training. So what they've done was lowered their standards. So this kind of makes sense, and it sounds like a possibility as well.
The president-elect opposes a quote-unquote woke military and has made clear his stance on transgender rights in the past. He plans to impose broader restrictions on transgender people, not just in the military, however, but even in education, healthcare, and in sports.
Together we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, low inflation, so that everyone can afford groceries, a car, and a home. Common sense. We will stop the invasion, end the migrant crime, support our great police, save Medicare, and save Social Security, which is under siege. We will strengthen our military, build a missile defense shield, keep critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools, and keep men out of women's sports.
So yeah, this is his plan. He keeps on saying it. We've watched at least about 5 or 6 different platforms. We watched BBC, we've seen ABC, we've seen NBC, we've written, we've read. And as we come to the conclusion that this is the plan, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but again, we come here to the bottom line to get all this information. Sure, we still waiting on that wall to be built. That's what Lost Ronan said. Father O. Biden said, Project 2025, baby. Aaron, he said, and it mocks God, so there's that. Jam AB says low fat. Father O. Biden says Donald Trump, let's go. Jam AB, haha. Donkey Puncher 46, trans are not war fighters. Ben N, you love Biden? He said that to me. And then Ivan says, love my president. I don't know, let a woman kick my ass. Then there are many women that can do a man's job. I guarantee I know a woman that will kick your butt. Golf dude, you really do? I don't want to meet her. Have a trans lady turn into a man and work a man's job is what BLT2 said. Golf dude, I don't want to meet that trans lady if she can beat me up. No, thank you. And here we go. That's trans thing is overhyped. Let people be people. It means stay out of sports and bathrooms. That's what Martin says. And with that being the case, we did it again, you guys. Let me clear my eyes so y'all don't think that I'm high. I'm going back and forth and looking at little text, and then I'm coming back. So yes, it affects my eyes. So I apologize for that. But what I do also is I appreciate you guys for coming here, because I look forward to hanging out with you, making this dialogue and having a strong platform. I'm only 45 people away from 20,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I see I had over like 700 people over here watching. Understand that I am not on any side of the view. Only thing I do is come here to bring information. I'm not a hater, and I'm not trying to make you guys think one-sidedly. If you catch me doing it, say it in the comments and I'll get back on it, and I'll make sure I stop doing it, because it's not right for me to even do that. We get enough of that from the legacy media. We don't need to come to podcasts where we got people trying to follow our lead and having us thinking in one road. So if you guys do, if you want, I'll go do some Democrat news too. I'll do other stuff. Put it in the comments. Whatever you guys want me to cover, as long as you're coming, hanging out with me, I'll do it. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Appreciate you guys if you go check out some of the Big Drip Hard Punch 4-pack, raspberry lemon, 14% alcohol. Got the merch at the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. 2 G's, 2 P's. And I'm not going to just say this like I said, but I really appreciate you guys coming here. I love y'all comments. That's why I read them. And that's why I look high, because of my eyes, because of them damn comments. And it's really making me go in and out. I'm glad you aren't going with sides. There are extremities on both sides, and it's frustrating. Have a good day. Have a good day, you guys, too. God bless you. Thank you for coming. 45 subscribers left to get at that 20,000. Don't cost you nothing. Share and like if you like it. I appreciate you guys. I see you tomorrow. I don't care if it's Sunday. I mean, if today's Sunday, I'm still bringing you the information. I'm going to look for exciting topics to make us go this crazy. I want to do it. That's why I did last night, and that's why I did the night before, and that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So until then, it's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, get 'em!